When did the Smashing Pumpkins go wrong? I think it was when Billy shaved his head. Billy shaved his head right after the Bullet with Butterfly Wings video. At that point, everything on Melancholy had been written and recorded, as well as everything on the Airplane Flies High box set, which, by the way, is an excellent sequel to Melancholy. But once Billy shaves his head, the pumpkins are different. And as Billy keeps his head shaved, the pumpkins are never the same. Next album to come out, Adore. And while it's still a good album and definitely underrated, it is completely different from anything the Pumpkins had done before. And it's no longer the same band. After Adore, the catalog goes downhill. Now, I've been a Pumpkins fan for the majority of my life. I learned how to play guitar on the Melancholy tab book. I became a musician because of Billy Corgan. The Pumpkins were and are my favorite band. I say are because nothing that Billy Corgan can do can change the legacy of those early Pumpkins albums. I consider them to be two separate bands now. The old Smashing Pumpkins and the new Smashing Pumpkins. Honestly, I wish they were two different bands. They should be. I think I'd be more open-minded and accepting of Billy Corgan's new music if he had just separated the two projects. Like, he shouldn't call it the Smashing Pumpkins, because that's not really what it is anymore. I liked Zwan, actually. I think that project sounded more like the Pumpkins than some of the new Pumpkins. Now, if you like the new Pumpkins and you actually like their new sound, then God bless you. You have no idea how envious I am of you. You have no idea how much I want to like the new Smashing Pumpkins. How many times I've sat down with the new Smashing Pumpkins record and I've pressed play thinking, maybe this time. And then after a couple minutes, I start thinking, maybe next time. Dude, I just wish the Pumpkins were still good. So, what does Billy Corgan need to do to make the Smashing Pumpkins great again? Well, Billy, let me tell you. Listen to me, Billy. I know all about this stuff. You think I'm just some random guy on the internet? But I'm not. I'm a big deal. When Kurt Cobain died, I watched it on MTV News. And that's right. I was there. It's Kurt Cobain, Billy Corgan, and me. Listen to me. Listen to my advice, Billy Corgan. I will give you advice for free. I'm not even charging you. Billy, are you ready? Billy, are you ready? Okay, listen. Billy Corgan, listen. Okay, number one. Throw out all of your keyboards and your synths and all of your electronic shit. Pumpkins are a rock band. This is Smashing Pumpkins, not Depeche Mode. Yeah, sure, it worked on 1979, but that was like one song. And you literally have the best rock drummer in the world. What the hell are you doing making electronic beats? Yeah, I know, Adore was good. It was a good album, okay, but that's for another video. Number two, bring back the whiny voice. Where is it? I know what happened. Someone said that Billy Corgan sounds like a constipated goat one too many times, and now you're all butthurt about it, and you're all self-conscious, and you want to sing normally now, and you want to sing properly. Stop. Billy, those people listen to Pearl Jam. Don't listen to them. Bring back the constipated goat voice. We like that voice. We enjoy hearing that voice. And nobody else can really do that voice. So bring it back. Do it. Do it a lot. Number three, grow your hair back. Dude, we know you're going bald. It's fine. Nobody cares. All those kids that lost their virginities listening to the Smashing Pumpkins, yeah, all those kids are now going bald too. 4. Bring back the metal and the My Bloody Valentine. I mean, if you think about it, that's why the Smashing Pumpkins were awesome, isn't it? They mixed metal with My Bloody Valentine. Who does that? In fact, where are all the fuzzed out single coil guitar tones from Siamese Dream? Bring those back. While you're at it, bring back Butch Vig. Fuck it, bring back all the 90s shit. Dude, you should just make Siamese Dream 2. Like, nobody would complain about that. Nobody's gonna say, actually, the Smashing Pumpkins failed to evolve their sound in the changing landscape of modern music, and they're just trying to revive the... Dude, trust me, nobody thinks that way. Everybody wants to hear you do the 90s again. Everybody. Stop doing what you want to do, and start doing what I want you to do. Billy Corgan. Usually on this channel, I react to bands that I hate. But this time, I'm going to react to a band that I love. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a rough one. Now, I gotta be brutally honest about this album, especially since it's the Smashing Pumpkins, and I hold them to a higher standard than other bands. I'm gonna try to keep an open mind when listening to this, but if it sucks, I'm gonna say it sucks. I'm not trying to define what good or bad music is here. I'm just trying to listen and give my reaction and thoughts. Again, if you're a fan of the new Smashing Pumpkins, more power to you. I really wish I could get into the new Smashing Pumpkins the same way that I got into the old Smashing Pumpkins, but I don't think that is physically possible. Alright, let's get into it. Track 1 by the Smashing Pumpkins. Atum. This could be an epic intro to an epic album. Opening with the... Okay. It's very 80s sounding synths. I like that note that they went to before there. There's this very like gothic sound to it that it touches on sometimes. That's a new Smashing Pumpkins thing. That gothic sound. That appears more in their later albums. That... Whoa. Whoa, there's actual drums on this. I don't know about those background vocals, though. What is that, like gospel singers? Yo, alright. Jimmy Chamberlain. He's bringing it back. Very clean guitars on the right speaker. Good mixing of the drums. See, the problem, though, is that this is not... Like, what is this? Is this an intro track, or... It's just kind of a jam. It sounds like Cinemax, like a Skinemax movie that plays really late at night with those electric guitars, like the electrical guitar solo of like a sex scene on a late night HBO sex show. I mean, they're hitting some cool notes sometimes in like the progression. It's all right, but it's just jamming. I mean, interesting texture and atmosphere with these synths. The sounds, they kind of reminded me of like a movie soundtrack, like something you would hear in a movie soundtrack, or like an original score for some kind of I don't know, some kind of space movie, I guess. Is actually, there were some interesting things happening musically, but I just want to hear a song at this point. I want to hear a verse and a chorus and an actual song from Billy Corgan. So let's get into it then. If that was the intro, then this will be like the first real song on the album then. Butterfly Suite.
Who sweeps the squalid rain to scan through pinks and gray? I laughed without escape above a frightened race, in touch with wanderlust, a tone of others' dust. It settled on the floor.
Okay, yep. There's Billy Corgan's voice. That's it, all right. He's singing. And it sounds like some kind of the beginning of a Disney fantasy. Like there's all these movie like sound effects and synths. That's his new singing voice. That way I don't know, do y'all like that? Do you all like his new singing voice, or do you all like the old singing voice? Because this is his new style. This is it right here.
It's morning to good morning to you, son. Don't ever set on island. This island has begun. To hold you from afar, to sing out butterfly. I'm sloth, but Mars resides. The dance is rent with pride. It's morning till good morning till you, son.
Alright, it got better there.
This island has begun. I'm here to stay the dream with you.
There's a lot of changes happening. Okay, I like that the song is progressing and going through all of these different movements. The sounds are very high quality. I like that they have all of these ideas that they seem to be mixing together, but I'm still not really hearing a good song underneath it all. And it's a lot to take in.
Unto I for love. It makes one tongue for love. It's morning till good morning.
Right. So they go back here. I mean, it's very pretty.
Has begun across the swell, swept the tears unknown, adrift upon dread hell, strangers as their own. Here's to be, stay the dream with you.
Where's all the guitars, man? There's like too many synths. It's all synths. Even this drum beat, like, I'm glad there's drums in it. Yeah, I'm glad that there's even drums in it at all. But it's not even live drumming. All right. So that was Butterfly Suite. Yeah, lots of really cool sounds and really good production. Really good audio production. Lots of cool ideas. But it's still not the Smashing Pumpkins. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Smashing Pumpkins. I can get how some people might be into this with repeated listens. Like, you could get into this. All right, I'll say the first two tracks aren't the worst thing in the world, but some of this stuff is sounding really cartoony. I don't know, man. It's like, this is the Smashing Pumpkins, man. I don't want to listen to cartoons. I want to listen to the Smashing Pumpkins. All right, let's keep it going. Track 3. The Good in Goodbye. So this very low synth, is this going to be an ongoing theme throughout the album? I wonder. This the beeping is from like the hospital bedroom, like the hospital room where your wife is gonna die. She's hanging on after the car crash. Is this? Oh. This is the rock tune, huh? This is what rock pumpkin sounds like now, huh? All right. Well, I'm glad it's heavier a little bit, but it's like just very mid. It's just there, you know? It's not like in your face. It's just there. And then they're doing these like those palm muted guitars, like I don't know, it doesn't feel like the Smashing Pumpkins. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like it. Like, I appreciate heavy shit, but I don't know. Let's back it up a little bit. The drums are really good, man, but he's always really good. And there's not really too much that Jimmy Chamberlain can do with this. I mean, there isn't really much happening. I don't know. It doesn't sound like heavy enough. There's like too many vocal harmonies. Like it's too produced and polished. Like, what is this? I mean, it's alright. This is like, it's a little too rock and roll for me. Like right here. Like, what's happening? What's going on? Nothing's happening. It's just like... Totally doesn't sound like the Smashing Pumpkins. It really doesn't. I don't know. I just keep having this sense that nothing is really happening in the song. Like there's no hooks that are grabbing me. It's very progressive. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it. But you know, a lot of times music needs a couple listens before it clicks and you can get into it. But I don't know if I listen to this a bunch of times, I don't know if I could ever really get into it. I don't know. Listen to this drum beat right here. When have the Pumpkins ever had a song with that beat? Like the old Pumpkins. I'm talking about like pre-Adore. What's he saying? Shyness we all shine on? Alright. Track 4. Embracer. What was that? What was that, Billy? Alright, this is like 1970s Reading Rainbow.
Let's feast on his rage, a leash what it lays. Amuse.
Where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? Jimmy needs to be here. Whenever I hear the Smashing Pumpkins doing another electronic song, I just I can't help but feel a little disappointment. Like, aw, man, I was hoping it was gonna be another rock song.
I realize, I believed I was lonely in you. I realized, said the knife to the spoon. I believed I was lonely in you. With bottles tossed down said seas of noise, and notes inside to the void. I'd love you to follow.
See, this is what I was saying before. They shouldn't call this the Smashing Pumpkins. If this was a different band with a different band name, I think I could be a little more accepting of it. So many synths everywhere. This song kind of reminds me of like Coldplay a little bit. This is like a very synthy Coldplay.
I've had you beside to show me what always my doom. I'd love you to find
I don't know. How do y'all feel about this? I think like the drums are just so simple. It's just such a waste to have Jimmy Chamberlain playing drums on this. But yeah, I mean, this is the direction the band has been going, and for a long time now, for like many years now. With Ado, I Do.
I in circles, which charms the pale of midnights. If dawn is done,
I don't really like that sound effect they're using for the snare. I don't know. It doesn't sound serious. This doesn't sound like serious music to me.
What have we won of midnights? Our wheels rewind. Where time slays all allies, and love is crime.
It's cool that they are mixing in these synth sounds with these sound effects, these analog sound effects, like the clapping in the background.
As long as I, to all that was vaunted, all we'd ever sought. Can't
synth drums again. Like, I can't tell if they're analog or synth, but it doesn't even really matter. There's a lot of start-stop happening in this album, but I like that. But at the same time, I'm not sure what they're quite going for. I'm not quite sure what they're going for. Okay, yeah, you're going back into the part. I get it. But it's like, I don't know. The parts are just like, the melodies aren't grabbing me. They have like a melody with some sound effects, and then they'll bring in some drum beat like halfway through. Very retro sounding. Okay, that's the end of the song. If I really gave it some time, maybe I could get into this. If I listened to the album like as a whole, as like a concept work of art thing, maybe I could get. There are some fleeting moments where I can get into it a little bit and I can kind of understand the overarching theme or the overarching thing that Billy Corgan's trying to do. There are moments where I can feel it, but they're kind of fleeting. I think I'm being too harsh on it. I gotta chill out a little bit. Every couple seconds, my brain says, I can't believe this is the Smashing Pumpkins. Track 6, Hooligan.
If it's us alone, our heroes have to fight to win. So it figures them.
What's up with these palm mutes? When did the Smashing Pumpkins start doing that? It's kind of an effective hook there. There it is. Ooh, nice fill. I think this song's better than the other ones. This is the best one so far. It has like I don't know, it has the catchiest like rhythms to it. The catchiest.
If you're I'm
a hooligan. Yeah, this has the best driving beat so far. And that hook right there is memorable. It's moderately memorable. I wonder if Jimmy Chamberlain did that fill twice, or if they just programmed that. Like, this is that tom part was cool. But it's cool. It's cool in a way, like they do these cool things, but they're cool in a way that like any band that did these things would be cool. But they're not cool in a Smashing Pumpkins way. You get what I'm saying? You know what? Relatively speaking, I think I like this song. Relatively speaking, relative to the other tracks, I like this song because it has the strongest hooks to it. The ethos of the album, it's kind of slowly growing on me a little bit. I think with the sounds and the start stop kind of segmented songwriting, it's kind of pulling me in a little bit. I think I would have to be in the mood to listen to this kind of music to really get into it. And I also wonder, like, who is he writing this music for? Is he writing this music for Pumpkins fans? Because if he is, this is not the way to go about it. Is he writing this music for like millennials or like new fans? Who does this sound like? What scene would this fit in? Is this pop music? I mean, yeah, I guess technically it's pop music, but it's not pop music. I don't know if this is pop music or experimental music or what. Who knows? With Billy Corgan, who knows? I'm a hooligan. I'm Billy Corgan. All right, Steps in Time, track 7. Sounds like Silver Sun pickups now.
Can you hear me? Can you feel me?
I don't know, there's not much to this song, huh? That drum beat seems to be the riff of the song. But I don't want that to be the riff of the song. I want the guitars to be doing the riff of the song and the drums to be backing up those guitars. All right? But this is more like he wrote this drum beat on like a drum machine and then they just used this for like the whole song. I could be wrong. Maybe it's going to do something crazy like halfway through. Let's hear it. I like that note. It got cooler here. But then this whole part, it's just like, all right. It's just kind of there. Same with those lead guitars there.
It's a cream, a blessed shock. Boy, you get me squandered.
This reminds me of a couple other songs, but I can't think of them right now. It sounds very familiar. The thing about this song is like it's not doing anything that I've like never heard of before. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about that part right there. Sounded like what did that sound like? Those guitars. It's like a really thick phaser or something. Kind of it sounded like Incubus for a second. Like it's kind of good a little bit, but it's also really boring. Like it gets good for a couple seconds and then I don't know. It shifts between like it sounds good and it sounds boring. But like I said, I'm worried that I am being too harsh on this album. Because I can hear the specific style and the specific sound that they're going for. It's really, the album is defining itself more and more with each song. So I can respect that it's developing a strong musical identity. Where Rain Must Fall.
Far, still far. A glad ranch wander its own raw ends a path. It's two barbs. You'll be reminded in essence, don't that in us just ain't us, and all that you are. I'm coming to roust you, watching behind us, whirling in how to do. It's never this taught, been sitting in my room, hanging on my roots, better to live and talk.
It kind of reminds me of Beach Boys a little bit. Like, what is this? Yeah, it reminds me of like Pet Sounds, Beach Boys. Like he got R&B for a second there. Now this sounds like new Taylor Swift.
I'm coming to roust you, button behind us, whirling in.
Like, what if you took out Billy Corgan's vocals and put Taylor Swift on this? This sounds like it would come from 1989. It's weird. So, I mentioned before how this album seems to be developing like a strong musical identity. It's developing a strong musical identity, but at the same time, I can hear it like it's not sure what it wants to be. It's not sure if it wants to be like alternative rock or like electronic pop. The contrasting flavors are what give this work its musical identity. Yeah, maybe this is Billy Corgan's version of 1989. But yeah, I'm hearing influences from a lot of other different pop artists. This reminds me of like Radiohead and Beach Boys and all that. I wonder who's given those female vocals. There's a lot of female vocals in the background in this album. I don't know if I'm feeling this. Like, I kind of like it a little bit, but it's also kind of lame. I don't know. But I can imagine somebody like being really into everything we've listened to so far. I think for certain kinds of people that have certain musical tastes, not necessarily Smashing Pumpkins, but people with other kinds of tastes might hear this album and fucking love it. All right, Beyond the Vale. I don't know. I don't like this kind of music. This kind of drum beat and then the electric guitar. I don't know. I'm not into this. I could sense that a song like this was coming up in the album. I could already sense it. Yeah, I'm not into this. I'm not into it. This sucks. I'll say it. This sucks. This fucking sucks. No. I don't like these fake rock drums. They're fake rock drums. What is this, Bon Jovi? I like that hook there. This hook right here. I like this slightly more than the rest of it. Okay, honestly, all the songs up until this point were like, I was kind of like mid on, but they were so experimental that I kind of gave them a pass. This song though, I'm just, what is this? Michael Jackson? Beat It? Isn't that Beat It, or is that Billie Jean? Hey, this is Billie Jean, isn't it?
Vagabonds, your feast is love.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. This song is lame. What is this? Wait, what's that song? Right? You know that song. There's like that hairband song. What is that? Is that Bon Jovi or? I don't know. Maybe it's Van Halen. I don't know. I don't know. The hooks are so forgettable. Like, what is this? It's like a weird 1970s pop song. That song was super boring, super lame. I really didn't like it. You know, with every album, there's a heavy kind of tone that the album establishes as the heavy tone. Like, that's the heavy sound for this work, for this album. So I'm concerned that song is, moving forward, that song is going to be the heavy sound that is established for this album. And I was not into that at all. All right, track 10, Hooray. I think there's a video for this, isn't it? Or this is a single. Maybe not.
Out on the plains of Chickamauga, rode a last night could last so strange. She knew wiles but would not follow. A Valentine arriving on Fairbanks. Rose played the boxing, Rose skipped it locking, Rose flowered.
All right, I take it back. That track 9, that was not the worst song. This is the worst song. Yo! This is the worst shit I've ever heard. What is this? Like, what is this? Is this a joke? Are you making a mockery of the Smashing Pumpkins with this? What? Hold on. Let's hear this again. What is this? Like, what? And And then that sound,
Out on the
that's like 1990s MIDI. Like, that's the kind of sound you hear when you're playing King's Quest.
Out on the plains of Chickamauga, rode a last night could last so strange. She knew a Wildwood would not follow, a Valentine arriving on Fairbanks.
And then it goes to that note. That's the clown note, okay? That sounds like clown shit. What is this? This is like electronic cyber clown music. This is what cyber clowns listen to when they have sex.
Rose played the boxing, Rose skipped it locking, Rose flowered out on the range. Alone in knowledge of life's great college.
Is this song gonna get better in any way? Is it possible?
It was high, yeah. So giddy up and shut the values. It's giddy up enough, we wanna stray. Take the up and up till life astounds you.
Dude, this is horrible.
Giddy up and up, right off the page.
This is the worst shit I've ever heard. What is this?
One day to fade.
This is what fucking serial killers listen to when they look into their own eyes in the mirror while they're naked, wearing women's clothes.
Our 6 children were blazing. We shine by traces starting lemonade.
Well, I guess they can't be naked and wearing women's clothes at the same time.
Oh, my sick
Oh.
Clementine. A Clementine.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Out on the bounds old
And it goes back here.
That last you last on strains. What's brand new Wildwood?
Yo,
Only follow
for real?
a Valentine so brave.
This might be the worst Smashing Pumpkins song I've ever heard. This might be the worst one in the whole catalog. The whole history, their whole discography.
It's getting up enough, we wanna stray. Take the up and up till life is down.
Like, yo, this is appalling.
Right off the page.
This is worse than my worst fears. Like, I knew the new album wasn't gonna be good. I knew that, but I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna get to this level. I actually like this part more because all the other shit isn't happening. All the other shit stopped. That's why I like this part. Because Billy stopped singing. So I would have liked this song better if it was just this. I would have had more respect for it. Hooray. Yo, that was, seriously, that was one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my fucking life. That song fucking sucks. That song sucks. And it's shocking. It's appalling that Billy Corgan wrote that song. He fucking wrote that. He didn't just write it. he recorded it and he performed it and recorded it. And he thought that it was good enough to put on a Smashing Pumpkins album. Like, I remember reading about Pisces Iscariot and how, like, those songs weren't good enough to be among the tall trees, so they, you know, compiled them onto a B-sides album. But those songs, like, any one of those songs is, like, far better than what I just heard. Let's finish off Act 1 of Atum with the last track, The Gold Mask. I remember that guy from Elden Ring. Gold Mask.
To be born, I knew. To live and not quite lose. To trust every day, stay unchanged.
I like this song.
To be free.
Much better than the last one.
As clear as eyes can see.
It sounds very late 70s, early 80s. Like, I imagine Billy Corgan wearing a gold spandex suit, ice skating to this.
To any given borrow.
Very hazy film grain.
Get light. Love her like I do. To how to get it right. Where that sound meets that rain. Taken
That's-
by the tune.
That's the new Billy Corgan sound right here. Right here.
I would choose to hide against AI.
That last note,
Lead.
that's the new sound. Like, I've noticed that his new songwriting pattern that he established after Adore,
Maybe it's
and he never moved on from it. He has that sound now, but that didn't exist in the old Pumpkins. He never made these kinds of songwriting decisions, going to certain kinds of notes.
when they took his name, his works in wrapped up pain of its own, and it's right.
Like, doesn't Jimmy Chamberlain get bored of playing shit like this? Here we go. You can mix it up a little bit. But then you can't mix it up too much. You can't do that too much. Hearing lots of very unique synthy things. There's that rubber bandy synth sound that echoes off in the distance there. Kind of get this feeling sometimes like Billy Corgan's too excited about like some new sound that he found on his keyboard, and he's less excited about writing strong songs. This song's all right, actually. I don't mind this song so much.
Taken by the tunes in
I think I like this song more than some of the other tracks on this.
Maybe it's easy this way to love, or maybe it's easy this way to give.
You see, there's no like big hooks. He doesn't have any big hooks. He has all of these like tiny little hooks that aren't even really hooks. He's just kind of singing over the music that he's composed. Anyway, that's that's Act 1. We're going to jump into Act 2 right now. This is track 1, Avalanche.
I hope someday we'll find out what happiness means. I hope someday we'll find out what happiness means. I hope someday we'll find out what happiness means.
I don't like these passing notes that he's throwing in there. That I don't like that. I don't like that. Sounds like video game music. Or Aphex Twin. This sounds like, doesn't it sound like Aphex Twin? Like suddenly he's gonna like break into some crazy beat. Some crazy, complicated, fast electronic beat. Or you hear a sound sample of Billy Corgan saying like, I wish the milkman would deliver my milk. Here we go. Guitars. Oh wait, this is still that song. This is still Avalanche. So that was just the intro.
Don't get me wrong.
Well, I like the tone of this clean guitar and the right speaker.
So hard.
Yeah, this might be a good song. Maybe.
My shield as wish. Just charge. Don't get me wrong. I aim desire. I aim these ones as in a Johnny where you are. We'll set 'em on fire. We'll set
Very
'em
1980s. Almost doing the stop the world melt with you thing. Kind of doing it, but not really. Brushing on that texture a little bit.
G-Love Kitty.
That electric guitar solo in the background, it sounds a little too poppy for me.
Don't get me wrong.
Sounds like some backwards not Mellotron, what is that? Backwards Ebo.
As fate augurs us by
I guess I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to do like an 80s retro thing. But I don't know.
I aim these arrows. I aim them up to feel these angels.
I don't know if Billy Corgan's voice really matches with like a retro 80s thing. Well, I don't know what to say about this song. It's kind of boring. It's alright. It's not bad, but it's a little boring. Like, yeah, these notes are alright. Really gotta hold on the sound of the album on this song though. Like those synths. The synths and the drum sounds are what make this album what it is. And they really show it off on this song. I don't know. This song's, it's okay. I'd say, relatively speaking, that was a good song. That was a good song. Avalanche. Okay, track 2, Empires. Oh, this is an actual music video. Alright, cool. We'll have something to watch. What you got, Billy? This is the new metal song. Look at that, we got a gospel singer. What? Empires. Hey, I know that show. With Jussie Smollett. I know that show.
Circuit breaks and change. Empires. No, you needn't worry, hey, about your empires. You know that zero is one more
weird. I don't know. It's weird that the Smashing Pumpkins are doing a new metal song now. Yeah, the gospel singing in the background, I don't know. Not really doing it for me. This song has the same problem too. It's just kind of boring. It's getting a little cooler here. That's an interesting note to go to. That. Yeah, okay, yeah. It reminds me of the bridge for Jelly Belly. Yeah, but this song is nothing like Jelly Belly. This song sounds like something that would have been on that Smashing Pumpkins album, Zeitgeist. Sounds like a Zeitgeist song. What are you talking about, Empire? Like, yeah, before I said I wanted the Pumpkins to bring back the metal. But I don't know, not like this. Oh my gosh. James Iha, thank you for waking us up. Yeah, I feel bad to just like tear them down all the time, but yeah, that song was really just kind of boring for me. Even though it was the heaviest song so far, it's just kind of boring. It was kind of like a boring generic metal riff. And the music video too was kind of boring. They weren't really doing anything. They were just playing on a stage. They probably shot that video right before they were about to play live. Track 3, Neophyte. This better be good. With a title like Neophyte.
It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right.
Alright, this is Taylor Swift shit right here. This is Taylor Swift. I think I know what the inspiration for this album was.
You can't fight, but I will be your serenade. Hounds hung out and bled with hype. Yes, I will be your serenade.
He's getting really loose with the vocals here. He's getting really into it, I guess.
Oh, it ain't right. Philistine or Elohim, don't you deny.
You know what, Billy? If you're gonna produce music like this, you might as well get Taylor Swift on this track. See what Taylor Swift can, bring to the mix. I like the drum beat. Drums are giving it a little more drive now. I can nod my head to it, not feel too awkward. I can kind of hear what he's going for, but he really needs like a strong melodic hook to get this kind of music to work. And he just doesn't really have that. Like that's his hook right there. It ain't right. It ain't right. I like those background vocals. Those are kind of sweet. But dude, it's like, come on, man. Where are the guitars? Bring in some guitars here. It keeps going. I don't know, man. I think this hook is not as good as he thought it was. It keeps going. I don't know, that hook was just kind of boring. Don't you think so? Wasn't it kind of boring? Track 4, Moss. This beat's cool.
You didn't see what you saw, you didn't hear what you heard. You didn't wish what you'd want, you didn't feel what you'd hurt.
What's Billy doing here? He's like, he's become Manson. This is like a new Marilyn Manson song. I mean, it's cool that it's dark and edgy, but the guitar riff is not really that compelling, is it? And it just goes back to the same thing. That was their chance right here to take it somewhere else. Take it to something that was actually compelling, but it's just kind of the same riff over and over again. Now the bass is doing it. And the vocals are just going meow, meow, meow. The atmosphere here is really cool. It's dark. I don't know. What are you thinking? It's just boring. I don't know. It's boring. It's like that guitar solo just seemed really uninspired. Just there. Just filling up space. And here we go again. This guitar solo doesn't mean anything. What is it doing? Why is it here? Is it done? Okay, it's done. Alright, track 5. Night Waves. I must say, when the Pumpkins get more like rock and metal on this album, I just don't think it translates very well. There was a couple tracks on the previous disc too, Act 1, where it just they tried to get metal and it just wasn't working for me. So if they're gonna go into this poppy space thing, this like weird retro poppy space opera thing, they should just go fully into that.
Splendid glass we creep, and while this town's asleep, I am prone to weep.
Some weird sound. That one electronic sound. Kind of like a cricket. It sounds like a cricket in the back. This reminds me of, what's her name? Who's that scene girl who did electronic music? She was like actually pretty good. What was her name? Lights. That's what this reminds me of. Lights. That Canadian scene girl.
Come, oh come as doom.
beat got better here. It's cool. It's a cool beat. I mean, this song's okay, but it's less than 3 minutes. I was just thinking this song is going on for too long, but it's not even 3 minutes. It's cool, man. You know, if you're into this kind of electronic music and you like this, that's good for you, man. Good for you. Or girl. This song's kind of cool. Space Age. I like the progression here.
Used to round, blue. I used to round, abused.
Yeah, that's a good progression.
Built round in orbit, I presume. But here there is no.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Chamberlain. I could feel that fill. I recognize that fill. This is a good song. This sounds like Pumpkins. I'm starting to. This is like the first time on this album I felt like they sounded like Pumpkins. And it's only very slightly. It's still not really Pumpkins, but. Good drums on this album, or on this song too. But I wish there was more of it. Like, Jimmy Chamberlain's such a crazy drummer. I can't help but feel like his talents are being kind of wasted doing this kind of stuff. But this song specifically though, this is a good song. I like on Act 2, I think this is my favorite song so far. Like right there. That sounds like Pumpkins. I like. What is that? That sounds like a keyboard with like that really thick reverb on it. That sounds good. Yeah, that was a good song. Okay, track 7, Every Morning. I'm not sure what the bass line is. I'm trying to catch it, but very atmospheric. That bass is reminded me of like some old retro movies, or like reminds me of like a race car for some reason. But when it goes to that last note, I'm not sure what note exactly it's hitting. I'm not sure what note I'm hearing that would make sense with his melody. Alright, I thought this song was gonna go somewhere. Maybe, I mean, it's 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It's gotta go somewhere else. It's so 80s. It's so 80s. I feel like I'm gonna graduate from college. That's what this song makes me feel like. Like graduating from college. You know, I'm not against all of these synth sounds, but there isn't really much happening in this song. And it's not that songs have to have lots of stuff happening in them, but if you're gonna strip down all of that other stuff, then where are the hooks? Where's the actual song? Right? Where's the hooky melody? Is that it? Is that what you're selling me? It's just, I don't know, it's just there. It's not a strong hook. I want to hear strong, like, melodies that I would not have thought of. Melodies that I can't unhear. Give me that. It sounds more like Billy Corgan just composed this and then he just put some vocals over it without really thinking about like, the hook. I like the guitars in the back here. Those effects. It's like a flange effect or a chorus effect. Like the reverb. Very 80s. Very 80s. It's probably the most 80s track so far. You know who would really like this? Hipsters that go to music festivals. I feel like they would be really into this. Like, I could imagine this at a music festival and people are like vibing with it. Girls got the hula hoops on fire and all that. All right, I get that song. I get it. That's like the slow, atmospheric song. It was all right. I know I talked a lot of shit about that song, but it was okay. It wasn't the worst song ever. Just really, really slow. And yeah, I think the biggest issue is that with a lot of these songs, I'm getting kind of bored. All right, track 8, To the Greys. I wonder if he means the Greys like the aliens. Like, you know how they call those aliens the Greys? That's the hook of this song. But I could never. Yeah, I think this is one of the better songs. More upbeat. Relatively speaking. Weird they just hang on that one note. If you're really just gonna hang on this one note, was this one note compelling enough to hang on to this? for the whole time. They're still on this note. They haven't changed it. They're just riffing on one note. Okay, there we go. Like, I like this bridge part. I don't know if this is a bridge, if this is the chorus. Now they're doing that. They're doing that clean guitar strumming on top of this electronic drum beat. That's been done a lot by electronic indie rock bands for like the last, I guess, like the last 20 years now. That's become like a really big trend, I think. That clean guitar sound on top of an electronic beat. Well, that was a song. And here's another song. Beguiled, track 9. Whoa! It's Billy. Yo, what are you doing, Billy? Yo, stay back there. Stay back. Whoa. Billy, you're freaking me out here. Yo, just chill. Just stay where you are. That is such a Billy Corgan dress. Look at that. I want to wear that to my wedding. This reminds me of Michael Jackson too, this song. That sounds like Michael Jackson for some reason. So is she in the band now? Is that like their backup singer? Yeah, I think she is. Yeah, you can hear her voice. Well, at least they put more effort into this video than the last video we saw. I'm pretty sure I did see this video a couple months ago, or a while ago. I don't remember when exactly, but it was a long time ago I saw this. What happened there? Did Jimmy Chamberlain just like hit himself as he passed through the door? Hold on. Look at Jimmy Chamberlain when he's passing through the door. It's not very smooth, Jimmy. But I guess the take they had of the little kids was so good they just kept it in. Nice job, mime. We got Abraham Lincoln. Dude, what is this song? Listen to this. What is this? It's like they're not even trying to write a good song anymore. Cool imagery. Who are these people though? Are they just random people? It's like a random wrestler and a random model and a random girl with obviously fake boobs. Like, those are so fake. Like, what is this? What am I watching? This, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, what is it? U2 Numb. Actually, there's a lot of There's a lot of videos that do this. There's so many, I can't even list how many videos there are that do this kind of thing. Alright, who's this really tall person? Well, it's nice to hear the Smashing Pumpkins are now using the whammy bar as well. Or the whammy pedal. It's a funny video. It looks like they're having a lot of fun. It looks like Billy Corgan's having a lot of fun. Yeah. Fun music video. But what the fuck was that song? What was that? What was that riff? And that like drum beat? What was that? Alright. Track 10, The Culling. Chords they're using in this song. Like, these are cool chords right here. Like, that's cool. I find that compelling. Now, it's not the Smashing Pumpkins, but at least it's something that's musically compelling. They're hitting a lot of interesting notes and chords in this song. At first, I felt like this song was really boring. But I think, actually, as I hear it now, there's some good stuff in this. They had a chance here in this bridge area. They had a chance to do something really cool. But they're going to some weird notes in the bass line. Like right here, it sounds like it might go to something really good, but it doesn't quite go there. Like I had some ideas. I was hearing some stuff. Where's this progression going? Again, it's really interesting textures, really cool textures, but where is it going? Where is it going? Sometimes I feel like it's not really leading me anywhere. It's kind of epic, kind of doing something epic right here, but I'm not sure where it's going. Well, the female vocals definitely fit there. Sounds like I'm listening to Duran Duran. That's what it feels like right now. I wasn't sure. I went back on and forth on that song between thinking it was too boring and then thinking it was actually a good representation of the sound that he was trying to achieve with this record. I'm actually gonna say that's a pretty good song, The Culling. It's good for the album. That's a good fit. Track 11, Springtimes. Let's hear how they close out Act 2. These
Cozy feel she drifts alone, the sleep of owls and gramophones. She wound me up so I ramble on to meet her savior, wick and tongue. As I've been noticed, I've been shunned, and how I know laced in is at your heart.
What is going through your mind, Billy Corgan?
Where we part.
It does get very show tunesy at times, this album.
Springtime.
Very storytelling.
It's springtime out there, that's where we part.
It makes me think of Springtime for Hitler. You ever see that play? Springtime for Hitler? It's a good play. Nice to get some acoustic stuff on here. Like you can hear the rawness of this, even down to the way it was recorded on whatever mic they're using. Like you can even hear
It's
some like,
another
analog hiss.
day with stars that swell as but leaves, and like another warm day where we began,
Yeah, this part's very,
as will
it's very
end.
beautiful, this part.
Love, our sun, our sexton, love as one.
Then he brings in these lead guitars. I don't really like the distortion they're using on them, to be honest. They sound very jam bandy. It's okay if you're into stuff like that, but I'm not.
But when these fates knock darkly, but wait, but wait.
It's a very pretty track. I don't wanna insult you if this song made you cry when you listen to it. I can get it. If you're into this, I get it. Just for me personally, I'm looking for different things in the songwriting. Like that song was texturally very pretty, but songwriting wise, for me, it's just kind of boring. Again, a lot of these songs have the same kind of issue. A little boring, nothing really happens. But maybe with repeated listens, that could go away. this album could grow on you with repeated listens. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I think the biggest issue, the main issue here, is that there is indeed an audience for this kind of music, but I don't think it's the Smashing Pumpkins audience. I think that this would do well more for like a electronic scene, in the electronic scene, or indie electronic scene. I don't know. I'm not really into those kinds of scenes very much, but I know that there is a scene for this, that it exists. Honestly, can I tell you a secret? I knew I was going to do this video. I'd known for a while. But what I didn't know is that Atum is 3 fucking discs. I did not know that. I thought it was 2. I thought maybe it was a double album. Actually, according to Wikipedia, it's 4. It's 4 fucking discs. 4 discs of this. But I'm not going to listen to this last one because it's not an act. It's not part of the official thing. I don't know what this Zodion at Crystal Hall is. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's fucking do this. This is tough. This is tough. All right. Act 3, Track 1, Sojourner. Like Sojourner Truth. Okay. Nice violins. It's nice to hear like real strings. Reminds me of I don't know, 2001 Space Odyssey.
There's but one found in the sky who brooks like you and I, who sings his lullabies off key, whose mystified you name reminds you of how life used to seem. But now we're together.
How many songs
now
are on this album that starts with like those like
somewhere
those synths, and then it goes into Billy Corgan daintily singing about something, about love.
Giving eyes to lay. It's I, Sojourner, I, Sojourner, Lee.
Well, they've got some off time,
No such tears
interesting timing thing happening there.
right out of
So slow though, this song.
but on your side,
The chord progression
not
is
your kind.
kind of just going all over the place. I don't know where it's going.
99 palindrome, palindrome. So can you hear, believe?
What
Heaven's
is
out.
happening? What is it?
I'm Sojourner. I'm Sojourner.
Okay. But they did something really interesting right before this part.
Frozen
cool
somewhere
chords happening, especially now.
somewhere
What? And then they do that.
giving us to live.
They do that really common chord progression with pop music. They just did it there. There are too many chord progressions in this song. It just keeps flowing, which is, it's interesting, it's different musically, but again, with this song, there's no hook, really. I mean, there's a hook, but it's not like a strong hook. And I keep hearing them go into these musical spaces, and they kind of go somewhere, kind of go into a distinct sound. Like in this song, it's like an 80s sound, but then they back away, and then they go somewhere else. And they never really fully follow through with any one musical idea. There's a little too many musical ideas going on here right now.
Sojourner,
Right, so this is the hook of this song. Sexy guitar solo. Jimmy Chamberlain, he just wants to do more. He's bringing it out here. He's holding himself back, Jimmy Chamberlain. What happened to the bass there? You just stopped playing. I guess he really likes the sound of the bass not playing there. Man, this song is so long. 7 minutes, 41 seconds. It's just all build up. Okay, it's been building up for 4 minutes to this. Something's gonna happen right around here. Oh, it's turning into Phantom of the Opera. It's turning into Reading Rainbow. NASA Punk. That's what this is. This section could do well. Ooh. Could do well with some visuals. I want to see some visuals of like some spaceships or something. Or like Barbarella. Who played Barbarella? Wasn't that Jane Fonda? Like, it doesn't sound bad. But right here, like sustaining that bass note. It just didn't really... It didn't go anywhere that was crazy or unexpected. Like, that's a long-ass song. 7 minutes, 41 seconds. What did it really do? It's not a bad... I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying... It's a little boring sometimes. Okay. Let's keep it going. Track 2, That Which Animates the Spirit. So this is their, like, country song. This is their Wild West song on the old dusty trail. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Whoa.
This sounds like a rock opera now. Cool note. That last note was very interesting. This note is interesting too. There we go. What? Why did they get so new metal all of a sudden? It sounds like a half-assed new metal right here. Like they want the new metal bite, but they don't want to fully commit to it. This is the most rock song, I think, so far on this album. So that was really interesting. I found that very compelling. Those notes. But they don't really stay there. Then they keep it going, they take it somewhere else.
And we have to wait.
These palm mutes, really weird to hear it coming from the Smashing Pumpkins. It's not something that I really associate with this. These chugs. It's so weird. Smashing Pumpkins chugging. See, that would have been a good spot for him to bring out the old Billy Corgan voice, right? That's where you can really hear that's where his voice wants to go, but he's purposely not doing it because he's trying not to sing like that anymore, which is fucking lame. Track 3, The Canary Trainer.
On the train, fetch the rain that was drunk of mile and meek, and bitter tears is on the cruise.
Again, sounds like Taylor Swift. Yeah, this is Taylor Swift, 1989. Kind of like this song. But I think I like this song better than the last two songs. It's such a weird name though for a song, The Canary Trainer. They do this beat so much in this album. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What was that? Can I hear that again? You just went into Madonna for a second. Dan, 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 dan. Now it sounds like The Cure.
But then you fly it's only for
This reminds me of Material World. Madonna. Kind of sounds slightly like something you might hear on Adore. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying. Here you go again, you say you want freedom. I like those harmonies there. I like those vocal harmonies. Yeah, I kind of like that song. Not bad. Relatively speaking. Track 4. Pacer. Doing another off-time thing there. It's either they're adding or subtracting a beat. Alright, how do they divide the beat here? Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Oh, the beat. I mean, it's all right. It doesn't sound bad. It just sounds confusing, but not that necessary. So 80s right here. This is like Smashing Pumpkins before Gish. Like those pre-Gish demos. This is like what Billy Corgan originally wanted the Pumpkins to be.
Oh, shiny. Well, you caught me. You caught me.
The rhythm changed. The whole tone changed.
I pray success, which better than myself.
My mind is imagining where the song could go. I really hope they go there. Okay, that I wasn't expecting. These fast synths in the background too. Very, very throwback to that era, that 80s era. It sounds too clean to be retro. You know what I'm saying? Like retro stuff needs to sound retro. This doesn't sound retro. This sounds like current. Go on an aural adventure. That's what this album is. It's an adventure. You're always being taken to a different place in space. See, like, these notes here, like, you could turn this into an awesome song if you just, you know, put in the right bass line on top of it. But it's just the outro. They don't use it for anything. Whoa. So heavy. Now this is the heaviest song. What is this? In Lieu of Failure. Like, they're using distorted guitars, but it's not heavy. I mean, this part's kind of heavy. But it's not as heavy as I know they can be. Or maybe they can't be that heavy anymore. Maybe that's the issue. This is more of the traditional Pumpkins that everybody knows. I appreciate the heavy distorted guitars, but musically this song is just so. It's not really doing anything very innovative or unheard of. I mean, am I wrong? Is this song genius and I'm just not understanding it? Like, if the Smashing Pumpkins are gonna be heavy, I want them to be really heavy. But this is just very mid, this song. They probably would have been better off making the whole album like this, honestly. Like, of just guitars. But, in fact, lose all of the harmonies. Lose all the vocal harmonies. Like, it is fuzz guitar. Is it fuzz? It kind of, yeah, it sounds like fuzz. But it's not being used the same way that, like, you want them to use the same fuzz guitars they used in, like, Siamese Dream, you know? This is like, I don't know what this is. This is kind of just generic rock. Generic hard rock. So this is, I have no idea what this is. Cenotaph? This song sounds cool. This song reminds me of Failure. The band Failure, for some reason.
If from one comes one and only one, how is it I secure so will be gone? And though I cannot feel, I know my songs to arms from no.
And He's singing weird on this song. He's like, I can feel he's really into this. Like these lyrics are they have a different meaning for him. Hey, that was pretty good there. I was gonna say, with that solo acoustic guitar, that sounded really old school. But then they bring in these new synths and you realize, oh nope, still listening to Atum.
Tears that we might crush and you might hide. Should I hope to be the light in your life?
Reading Rainbow. Y'all remember that show? The Reading Rainbow.
Should I hope to be the pie in your sky?
Yeah, this song's alright. This song's pretty good, I think. It's very simple. That was, yeah, I could feel that song going to unexplored places. That was a good song. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's the Smashing Pumpkins, okay. This is not the Smashing Pumpkins. This is like, I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, they're trying to like be Metallica or something. I don't know what this is. This song is so confusing and weird. I don't know. I don't like this song. I don't think I like this song. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know what the drums are doing. Just doing this beat. This guitar is like a half-assed metal guitar. It's half-assed. It just sounds half-assed. Everything about this sounds half-assed. Yeah, I don't like this. Like that other song they made the video for. It's the same kind of thing. They're just doing this palm muted thing, but it doesn't sound good. It's just kind of boring in there. Like, remember the songs on fucking Melancholy? Remember, like, when they would do metal songs and it was like so cool and like original sounding, like remember that shit? That shit was fucking mind-blowing. That shit like changed my world. Now what is this? This is like din 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 din. Like, come on, man. Billy, you wrote some of the sickest fucking riffs ever made. What are you doing? What are you doing with this? What is this? This is the Smashing Pumpkins, Billy? Really? I am so not into this. This is like 70s glam metal. I think that's what he was going for. This guitar solo. I mean, I could tell that was Billy playing, but it just seemed kind of uninspired. This whole song sounds uninspired. No, this part's cool. This reminds me of Bullet with Butterfly Wings for whatever reason. Not anymore. And this just reminds me of, I don't know, I have no idea. Remember that shit? Or remember remember that? What happened to that? Where's that? I don't know if that last song was Cenotaph or Harmageddon, but we're going to go into Fireflies. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Atum. That Smashing Pumpkins album that came out in 2023. That's what this sounds like. This is pretty cool, actually. This is very super atmospheric with a little little cell phone ringing in the background.
Tasteless dry hay.
This is kind of cool. Doing something with the echo of that snare hit. Tom here. I think this song is better than a lot of the other songs we heard. This is one of the better ones, Fireflies. What's the name of that synth? That sounds like a party synth. Like the beat's about to drop and you're in the club. Tom. That was very pretty harmony right there. like the harmonies here. Like the very subtle background harmonies. Sounds good. This part's cool too. This part's very shoegazer. It's just like a wash reverb. Good outro. I think that was a good song. That was one of the better songs of the album, I'd say. Track 9, Intergalactic. Yo, we're getting close to the end. Yo, I'm freaking exhausted, man. This album has exhausted me. This song is fucking 9 minutes long. Alright? It better be good. This song better be better than Silver Fuck or Through the Eyes of Ruby.
The breath, how do I find you?
Better than Starla.
Left in sky. A sacrifice without last rites.
This song makes me think of horse racing for some reason. I can imagine like racing a horse to this music. Riding a horse through the plains. But you're doing it on MS-DOS for some reason.
I'm sure you've inspired with love, but one is more than you are.
There's the gospel singing. You got the gospel singers.
It's time we say.
You know, Billy stole that idea from Manson.
Farewell to fate. It's wrong.
God, this is gonna be one of those drony songs, isn't it? He's building up to something for 8 minutes.
A true assassin.
Dude, your album is 3 hours long, and I'm getting close to the end of it. You gotta understand, Billy. I'm losing my patience here. I'm losing my patience. Like I've let the music wash over my soul for the last 2.5 hours. I just want the song to get on with it now. Hey, listen, nothing against gospel singers or anything like that, but I don't want to hear gospel singers in Smashing Pumpkins album. That's the thing. Does it fit here? Yeah, I guess so. Does it sound good here? Sure.
We say goodbye to farewell to fate. Run. We'll leave our first kiss for another lifetime, another swell time, another springtime, another.
That was weird. Like he was getting really into the vocals for a second. And now it's turned into a heartbeat. And harpsichord. Is that harpsichord? Kinda sounds like harpsichord. Like a Nintendo harpsichord. You know, I got it. You know what this reminds me of? Stranger Things. That's what... Billy Corgan watched Stranger Things while listening to Taylor Swift's 1989, and that's the inspiration for this record. I got it. Yeah. I'm just so happy something's happening now. And And it doesn't have synths. It's just guitar. Jimmy Chamberlain tearing it up. Come on! Do something cool. Are those Indians in the background? Are those Native Americans going, whoa, 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 whoa?
The voice of God is silence found.
What?
The breath of life is borrowed toil.
What?
Falling down. Take the pale and brand for love.
Now, this reminds me of like post-punk stuff. Like early Cure. Like this right here. Or like, I don't know, Joy Division or something. I mean, we knew this was going to go on for a while. We knew. I think if you're really into jam band stuff, then this part is really cool. I hate jam band stuff, so it kind of means nothing to me, but I can admit, yeah, that part was kind of intense. The drums are making that part really intense. Now we go on to the symphonic movement. Is he saying something about zero? Because I think maybe not. I don't know, but he was singing about that in previous songs, I think. So maybe that's a lyrical theme. Whatever that means. What? I still can't tell what he's saying. See, when you tell Jimmy Chamberlain to tear it up, he knows how to tear it up. I'm just enjoying these drums now. These toms sound like it brings me back to like Set the Ray to Jerry, or God, or I Am One. That was the one time they told Jimmy, you can go nuts. I thought he was going to go more extreme with the drum solo, but they just decided to end it there, which is fine. We got 2 songs left. Y'all got enough juice for 2 more songs? I could go another 2 more albums of this. Track 10, Spellbinding. Whoa. A video. They went all out with this one. This is not like on stage right before the show. This is like we went into outer space. We got spaceships and all that. And he's wearing weird face paint. Billy Corgan wearing one of his weird dresses. He looks like a preacher. What's up with this drum beat?
Nobody else.
that an anime girl? Yeah, this is like the most rock that the album has gotten. This is the most rock song. Yeah, you know what? This album could have used more songs like this. With a chorus like that. Like this right here. Sure, it sounds good. I think this is the closest we're getting to like to the pumpkin sound, the Smashing Pumpkin sound. It's not very, very compelling or anything. It's just a 3-chord progression, but that's like some of the best we've heard the pumpkin sounding on this album so far. Like that chorus. Like that's what Pumpkins fans are expecting from the Pumpkins, is something a little more similar to that. Yeah, I think this is a very good, this is a very effective song. It works very well in the context of this album. Dude, what's up with Billy Corgan? Was that even him? Or was that like a 3D mob? You can almost kind of feel like the Pumpkins are back a little bit listening to that chorus. Now, unfortunately, the rest of the album is not like that. So if you heard this song thinking that maybe the Pumpkins are back, it might not be what you were expecting. But at least for this one song, they somewhat got that feeling back. They kind of got that feeling back a little bit. Yeah, that's not a real that's like, this is like CG. So I couldn't tell. It's like not even like very good CG. Like her hair is like clipping through her boobs. CG Billy Corgan. I want to use that. I want to use CG Billy Corgan for my Tekken 8 avatar. When I start playing Tekken 8, I'll replace Kazuya with Billy Corgan. I'll replace Brian with Billy Corgan. What's going on now? This is totally different. Are you gonna do Kung Fu? I feel like he's gonna do Kung Fu in the lake. Look at... He's a wizard. Billy is a wizard now. He's a dark wizard in Skyrim. All right. So that was Spellbinding. This is the final song of our rock opera in 3 acts of Wings. I like it. I like these chords. And I like how the previous song went into this. Good notes. Oh, there's that gothic sound. Right? Is that not gothic sounding? It's still gothic sounding right here. Whoa. That's like the most metal piano I've ever heard. So it's obviously it's Latin. I'm not sure what he's saying. Something about God. May or day? I don't know. Deus, Agnus, Dei. This drum beat. Part's so weird. This is weird. What a weird melody. I mean, is it good? Do you think this melody's good? This melody's not really. It's not really doing anything for me. It's too long. It just sounds like experimental sounding.
Oh Clementine, Lord help us shine. Oh Clementine, oh Clementine.
See, he mentioned Clementine in another song previously. It's so weird. Like this melody is a little too simple. That's cool. That's a good chord to go to. See, that's interesting. Yeah, these are good notes. These are good chords. This sounds like Swan. Swan was doing stuff like this back when they formed. This is cool. It reminded me of the Cranberries there for a second. And these strings, they're making me think of Melancholy, actually. They're reminding me of Melancholy. Yeah, that's like Mellotron Melancholy strings. And that's the end. So that was Atum, a rock opera in 3 acts by the Smashing Pumpkins. What a long listen. I'm so glad I got through it. Yeah. What did I think of it? It's basically what I thought it was gonna be. I do like how the album, as a concept album, it definitely has the right. it's setting up its atmosphere in all the right ways. The atmosphere is clearly defined as like these distinct sound. It's like a distinct kind of synth that they're using a lot. These some retro synths and then some more modern sounding synths. And they're playing around with that a lot. It's very progressive. As an album, it's very, very progressive. Like, there aren't too many traditional songwriting structures. There are a few, but a lot of it is more like parts upon parts upon parts, like transitioning into different parts, going on a journey. It's very concept albumy. So it reminds me of like some more experimental Radiohead. Like I said before, Lights, if you know that girl. I'd go as far as to say this. If you're a fan of pop music and electronic music and more ambient, relaxing kind of music, then give this a shot. This might be for you. This might be a hidden gem for you. If you're an old school Pumpkins fan like me, you're not gonna find that here. The old Pumpkins is long gone. This is a completely different band. From the top of my head, from what I can remember, I think I liked the song Gold Mask. Hooligan was the one that I remember. Space Age, I think, was good. There's probably some other good ones that I can't remember right now. I think the Culling was good. Maybe the Canary Trainer was good. You know, where does it rank as a Smashing Pumpkins album? It's not even close. I'm not even gonna compare it because it's not even the same animal. Yeah, you might love this album, and if you do, that's awesome. That's really, really great. I did not love this album. I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. Well, I did kind of hate it. There were parts where I did hate it. But I think if you just look at this as a concept album, but I can see how this will definitely appeal to a certain type of music fan. Oh, there was that one song though that sucked so bad. That song sucked harder than anything has ever sucked before. Track 10, Hooray. That song. That song's fucking horrible. I don't know who approved that. Billy, how could you write a song like that? Dude, what's wrong with you, man? What are you thinking? Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. The album kind of drained me. Anyway, let me know down in the comments, what are some albums that you hate? Or what are some artists that you hate? Or who are some artists that you used to love but now hate? Please tell me all of the things that you hate. Put them down in the comments. I want to know all of that shit. Anyway, I'm fucking tired. Peace out.